thank you so much for coming out. Matchday Insider, I'm your host, Jason Rance from Pyro Radio. I feel like I don't really need to introduce
Carey. Hi, how you doing?
I appreciate that. So 90 minutes before each home game, we'll be getting together. We'll be chatting with people who have something to do with the team. And this is a guy who has helped support the team when he really didn't have to. And what was interesting with this is you sort of fell in love with soccer. And
yes.
You don't need to have any sort of ownership stake in anything. And yet you decided, you know what, I'm going to come to Seattle and have this kind of stake. Take us through that.
I was doing a show for the Travel Channel about the soccer rivalry between Barcelona and Real Madrid. And on the way over, I think the president of Real Madrid resigned. And some tearful resignation at the time. And I was laughing, and I was thinking, I'd love to see like George Steinbrenner do that, you know, because he was sad. He was upset by the results they were getting. And then I was talking to a guy at the museum at Camp Nou, and he said, you know, he talked about the election they had. And I go, what election are you talking about? And he said, every 4 years they vote on a new president for the president of Barcelona. And I thought, and then I looked into it, and I thought, I'd love to bring that back to the United States. So when I got back, I started talking to my lawyer about maybe buying a MLS team or buying into one. But I really want to just buy my own. But then I found out he had to own a stadium too. I'm like, well, I don't have stadium money. And so we were working on it. Then my lawyer said, hey, you should meet this guy, Joe Roth, who was, we had the same lawyer, me and Joe Roth. And he said, you should meet with Joe Roth. He's going to buy into a team and start a team up in Seattle. So I met with him like the weekend before I started taping Price is Right. I'd already been rehearsing, but the weekend for the first taping day of Price is Right, I met with him. And we talked soccer for like 90 minutes. I told him all my ideas. And he wrote down on a piece of paper the percentage of the team he was willing to give me, and he slid it across the table.
I feel like that's how does that a lot.
Yeah.
And it was a meeting that almost... So going into this meeting...
If you watched me early days of the Price is Right, I came out, I had a band, my arm was in a sling, and it was all bandaged up because we were rehearsing a grocery game. And there's a big spinning wall on grocery game. The wall spins around to reveal the grocery game. And they said, you want to rehearse it one more time before lunch? And I said, okay, but I got this lunch. I can't be late. You know, it's a big important lunch. That's when I was meeting Joe. And let's do it one more time. And the wall started to spin around. And I went, did this and went, whoa, like it was going to catch my arm as a joke. And I didn't get my arm out on time, and it crushed my arm. And they were like, Bob did that 35 years. He never, ever got hurt by a game. I was just the stupidest thing. And then the EMTs came, and they packed it in ice and wrapped it in this. And you should go to Cedar Sinai, which is the hospital there. So you should go to the hospital right away. And I can't go to the hospital. I got this lunch date with Joe Roth, which took like 3 months to get. And he's not really hard. He's a hard guy to get a meeting with. And the busy movie producer. So I went to the meeting instead. And he doesn't like when people are late. That's one of his pet peeves. And I was like a half hour late, but he saw what happened to me. I was all like packed in ice with my arm like that. And that's when I was all like wounded. That same day he asked me to be part of the team. I should have went to the hospital. I didn't.
Thank you. So last season was historic for the Sounders.
Yeah.
Coming up after what a lot of people were nervous about, whether or not they would even make the playoffs. Not only did they make the playoffs, of course, they end up winning the first MLS Cup. Take us through, just from your perspective, of that journey and how you felt on the ownership side, but then how that sort of melds into the fan side.
I never gave up hope. I thought we were going to do great the whole time. I never denied the Sounders 3 times before the cock crowed. I did none of that. But I wasn't really happy we were in last place and all that stuff. But I thought, well, this happens. Everything goes up and down. It's all part of the big Dama wheel, you know. And I was like, it's part of life. You win some, you lose some. I was having all those kind of conversations in my head. And, you know, we're bound to have a losing season. And then when it all came around, I was looking at the math. Like every fan looks at their team at a certain point, looks at the math, and goes like, yeah, all right, maybe, you know. Everybody's done that at the end of a baseball or football season where they go, if so-and-so loses today, this team wins. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe we can make the play. And then it happened. And then as soon as we made the playoffs, I thought, well, we got a lot of momentum. I felt really good after that. But I was just like the rest of you up until then. I was like, kind of believe it when I see it, kind of.
So then you come into this season, arguably it's more difficult because the pressure of defending that MLS Cup is there on top of the pressure that's already there to win it again.
Yeah, kind of, but unless you think of every day as being a new day and living in the moment, not letting the past drag you down or worrying about the future, then it's fine.
That's a good philosophy.
I mean, you can't wear your high school letter jacket all around on a date when you're in your 30s, you know what I'm saying? So you're like, it's a brand new year, we're going to treat it like a brand new year, then, it's not, just let it go, man, and just concentrate game by game like you're supposed to, then you'd be fine.
So let's talk a little bit about, on the ownership side, something that was really important to you was allowing the fan base to have a say.
Yeah, that's where I got the idea from in Barcelona on that trip.
So take us through exactly, it's called democracy in sports, but what exactly does that mean?
Oh, well, that's what somebody else came up with as a name for it. I just wanted the fans to have the vote like they did in Barcelona, and originally, I wanted when I pitched it to Joe and Adrian, and there were a bunch of other people at a big board table up here, and, it was in Joe's office in LA, and I said, originally I wanted the fans to be able to nominate somebody to be the president. Like anybody could do it, like maybe a popular college coach or something. They were like, nope, that's not going to happen. So we compromised on the idea that the fans can get rid of the general manager if they don't like. Plus, the way the MLS is structured, you can't really just become we couldn't give anybody, the owners have to be the owners because they're part of a bigger picture. But the general manager is the next highest one we can have any control of. That's why you're only allowed to vote out the general manager and not me and Joe and Adrian.
You got a little bit of security there.
Yeah.
So, let's talk a little bit about that then, because generally, I would say there's some concern where you just allow people to vote like that, but not in Seattle.
Nope. Don't you vote for mayor? Don't you vote for judge? Like when you see I can't believe people vote for judge and nobody knows these judges. You look at a guy, his name and last name will be, Antonio, and you're like, I'm an Italian too. And you vote for that guy. Or you vote, there's people vote for all kinds of stuff. Council people that know, like measures they don't know anything about. And why not your sports team? If I owned a grocery store, what's the popular grocery store here? The big one. If I owned a Trader Joe's down the block, everybody at Trader Joe's can get a card that you're a member of Trader Joe's, and you shop like a shopper's card, a reward card. And I would take the top, 20% of people that shop there, whoever spent the most, and I would let them get rid of the general manager of the Trader Joe's if they didn't like the way the Trader Joe's was being run. I would do that. And then that Trader Joe's, whoever's in charge of it, they were like, oh my God, I better get these kumquats that these people like. They would pay for attention.
Is that next?
Don't try to ruin my life.
When you think of how far the team has come and how far you still want them to go, what does the future look like from your perspective?
Well, it's going to be tough because of all the salary cap things in the MLS and the way the league is set up, but I would like us to be one of those teams that everybody in the league hates.
Yeah.
Even more than they do now. I would just be one of those why do we even have a league if Seattle's going to be in there all the time? They always win. We're always playing for second place. That's what I would like to see happen every time. I don't mind winning and rubbing it in.
We've got just a couple minutes left. I think what everyone is super interested in, The Wall on NBC, total Plinko ripoff, right?
Well, The Wall and Plinko, I was just on at midnight with Chris Hardwick a little while ago. We were making jokes about it. They're both based on a Japanese slot machine called pachinko. Yeah. Have you ever seen a pachinko machine? Yep. That's what Plinko's based on, and that's what The Wall's based on. So you can say that Apple invented Windows, but they really didn't. It was Xerox. You know what I mean? I can't complain about anything, although Plinko is clearly a superior iteration of pachinko.
Last question for you. You've got a whole bunch of people here, and this actually means something to you, and this means something to this organization. Why? tell them.
What?
Why is it so important that they show this kind of pride for this team?
Oh, the way that you guys come to the march. You know, when I tell people about the team, and they go, oh, I guess, and they always go, oh yeah, I hear soccer's getting popular now. And I go, then I tell them how many people we get at the stadium every week, and they're like, no way. And the first thing I show them is I show them a march to the match. I go, let me show you what our fans are like. And I get my iPhone and I pull out a video and I go, here, this is a march to the match. This is what people do before every game. And they're like, are you kidding me? Because there's nobody else that does what we do. There's no other fans that show up early like this and support the team like we do. Nobody. You have to go back to when you were in college, if you went to Duke, you know, and there was an NBA game, and there was a game that weekend. You have to go to or Ohio State, Michigan. That's the only time you feel stuff like this. In professional sports, nothing. So God bless you. Thanks for coming all the time. You guys have been